And starting over. Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast. Today we are recording this opening for the second time, but thankfully we only had about 2 minutes in the can. I am Nick. With me is Alex and Josh.
Hi.
Today we are talking about Ultraman Orb Episode 3. In our previous recording, we talked about how Josh accidentally watched at least the first episode of Orb Origin Saga, so he has a weird insight into Orb.
I went 2 episodes deep.
That does not shock me.
You're just bound and determined to make sure that you don't get any new content for the show. No new fresh reactions from you. You're just going to have to sit there with the spoiler.
Technically speaking, Josh only understands what happens before this series. He's still in current airing is with us. He just has a weird insight into what happened, like, realistically decades before this show starts.
Yeah, slightly like 1,000 years.
Yeah. So yeah.
This is so your character, though.
Like I said, I will derail everything possible.
Yep.
You fucking chaos grenade can't stay in your own lane here.
At least we're not actually blowing things up this time.
Can we do that for an episode?
I'm not going to say no. I'm just going to say that's going to be difficult to accomplish.
We're going to have to get licensed.
Yep. So,
I
yeah.
don't know, place.
So, yeah, our episode...
We're going to get licensed.
So, our episode begins with there's a kaiju in the lake. And it's a big old seahorse critter.
It's a stinky, stinky boy.
Yep.
Love the sound design for him.
Yeah. No, like...
I enjoy the chirping. That's fun.
Yeah, no, it's a solid design. We get a little more of like what it does later on, which I appreciate a lot. We get a cut to Naomi is messing with their faucet at their headquarters because it is leaky, and this is when we get so we've been giving Shin a little bit of shit.
This is unbelievable.
What in the fucking Ghostbusters bullshit is
yeah,
this?
right? I'm like, how are they poor when they have this?
Yep.
Market this. Shut the fuck up and market this.
Yeah, so before we had him, like, playing with, like, radios and shit, now he just has, like, a beam gun that can create, like, a fucking polymer that, like, seals shit up.
Sure.
I thought it was an ice beam.
At first I did, too.
I thought it was an ice beam.
I saw this,
well,
I'm like, they just fucked over this, like, rental place. Like, that pipes are busted now. This is bullshit.
Yep. No, instead, he has created a gun, the SAP gun, the super absorbent polymer gun.
Which doesn't quite explain what it is.
Yeah.
Especially the way that he's using it and how we've been demonstrated, or how it's been demonstrated to us. I have far more questions than I have answers.
Oh, yeah.
Just know it's a goo gun. He's making goo everywhere.
You're not wrong, but you're wrong for saying it.
You're wrong for saying it, and now I cannot think about how many sexual images are in this one scene alone.
I was going to say, am I wrong for saying it, or am I right for saying it, and you guys are wrong for thinking it and not saying it?
Valid.
I think that we kept it to ourselves like gentlemen.
Sounds pretty...
You're a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a patriarch to me.
So,
I mean, this is like all podcasts, 3 white dudes talking into the void.
Pretty much, yeah. So, we also get Jeddah slowly having a crisis of identity.
He is having a meltdown in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's getting flamed on the internet because everyone hates his commentary on their Orb videos. Which,
Don't
like,
talk.
I love that is like that was pretty relevant then. That has only become more relevant as time has gone on.
Yeah. I hate the sound of my own voice, so.
So he said to his fellow friends on a podcast.
Yep.
Oh man.
And then when Naomi notices that it looks like he's crying, Jeddah runs off to cry in the shower instead.
Don't look at me.
Yeah. It's so good.
I was gonna save it for later, but this show is just my kind of silly, just stupid on its face and not taking itself seriously. It's just very chef's kiss. I love how stupid this is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
He is very dry for coming out so stinky because of that water, though.
I imagine.
Oh well, he due to decency he toweled off.
He ruined that towel.
Yeah.
He ruined all their towels trying to dry himself quick. So I do love that. Side note: Shin wants to like keep working on his gun, and Naomi's like, "No, we need to like pay bills. I understand you want to make this cool ray gun. We have to keep the water running."
I know, it was like literally right there, and I was sitting there going like, "This feels like a marketable invention. What are we doing?"
Yep.
There's not a single person who wouldn't want a goo gun.
But yeah, so then Jeddah bursts out because the water smells bad. And that's going to be our big conflict of the episode is all the water in town smells bad now.
So they're all using
Lake water.
Lake water for their water.
I mean, they get into this like a little more. Like as the episode goes on, they like play with that like it's seeping in, like the water from the monster is seeping into the groundwater too.
This would have lasted like spoilers for the end of the episode, but this would have lasted so much longer than it's gone now.
Yeah.
The water's gone.
This would have been a blight on their town for like decades.
Generations.
Yep. But no, we're gonna fix it in 30 minutes or less.
Instant relief.
Mm-hmm.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, efficiency.
So,
Absolutely.
so we get Guy's first. Like, Guy shows up. He wants to go to the bathhouse, and he's not allowed to because the water stinks there. There's something wrong with the water. Again, water's bad everywhere. Jeddah shows up because he wants to clean off and freaks out because he just can't find clean water.
Guy is devastated. Like, he just drops his bag and just like, I can't believe it.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't think it stinks that bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Guy's a special dude. We find out a lot about Guy's... Yes. We find out a lot about his views on bathhouses as time goes on in this episode. Like, he has very specific beliefs in how baths should work. But yeah,
My favorite part about this scene
Surrounded
is
by
when-
dudes.
Oh, the girls are only just across the barrier there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, they're over there. My favorite part of this scene is when one of the trio runs up to Guy and the bathhouse manager or whatever his status is, and while the old man and one of the trio are talking to each other, that whole scene you just see Guy just looking at the building, just staring in anger, just for a good like 15-20 seconds. He's just stone cold staring, not paying attention to this conversation, and I just could not keep my eyes off of him.
Yep.
So funny to
God.
Yep.
me. He is so pissed.
Just
The one thing I
fuming.
have.
Again, we find out he has like like firm beliefs in how baths should work. Like as far as like
it's part of his character now.
yeah. Oh no, like this is a big part of who he is as a person now. This is a cornerstone of his personality.
Wait, it's gonna be by the end of this season, there's gonna be a bathhouse in dire straits. It's gonna be like a Chekhov's gun moment.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's gonna be a monster that is a bathhouse.
Oh, even better.
But yeah, guy runs off to try to fix the problem because he wants to use the bathhouse. This is, again, one of the most important things in his life. Then we cut to our next...
You're getting too close to the case, Riggs.
Yep. We cut to our next scene. Jeddah, the social media expert of the trio, is back at the office, and he's just spraying himself. Just... And he still fucking reeks.
Hey, it was like when X first came out.
Oh god, it's a locker room all over again.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Like, I have to imagine, if anything, the amount of spraying he was doing, he just smells worse now. Like, now it's burning his eyes. Like, I remember at work one day, one of the kiddos, sprayed himself, like, for a good 30 seconds in the hallway. And, like, we had to re-coordinate how to walk through the hallway. Like, I started gagging uncontrollably. I was gonna throw up. Like, the kids said that I turned, like, dark red.
This is not okay.
Yep.
That just reminds me of, there's an episode of Frasier where they have this dead fish that they're trying to get rid of, and Niles just starts spraying away at this air freshener at it, and he goes, it smells like a fish died and the other fish sent flowers.
No.
It's still bad.
But yeah, so we get Jeddah. We find out that Shin has drank all of their emergency water.
What a dick.
Yep.
And snacks.
Yep, he's eaten all their food, he's drank all their water. He just, apparently at night, that's just what he does.
Like you do.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a certain someone I know.
Wow, I feel attacked.
Not you. But you know.
Yeah, I do, unfortunately.
Then they give Jeddah armor with, like, ginger all over it.
Ginger Man.
And he wonders why he's dressed like he's going to fight a ghost.
He's got a
he does
sword, a shield.
He is prepped and ready.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's ready to fight whatever monster has made him smell bad.
Vanish, you spirit.
Yep. Then the uncle comes in. So
literally the heart and soul of the podcast.
Dude, like, by episode 3 of this show, he is just a member of their team. Yeah, he is just a member of their team now.
He is the leader.
Well, you knew that he was a part of the team when they do the power pose, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm into it too. Let's go."
Yeah. No, it took him like 2 episodes to like be fully convinced from like, well, you guys are causing problems too. Well, I guess I'm just a part of the team now.
You knew he was going to be a part of the team because he had character design.
Yep, he did.
Right.
He's the one with a gun.
He has a day job.
He's the one with a gun. That's what makes him special. But,
hell yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to go be special now.
Yeah.
I'm getting the gun.
No,
I'm getting the gun.
So, skipping ahead, we find out through Shin that the monster's name is Maga Jappa. And
I have no notes.
Yep. Guy walks up to it.
Don't like the name, but I love the design.
I love the design.
Hate the name.
Yep.
Is this gonna be a theme where it's always like, I have this really specific search engine, and I'm able to find historically grounded
Yeah.
monsters in mythology, and that's how we all like monster of the week. Here we go.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna find out he designed it.
yeah, that's basically it.
He's been working for the other guy, the
For
antagonist this whole
Juggler.
time.
Yep.
For
Juggler.
Juggler, yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Gotta remember, because he's juggling Orb.
Oh,
But yeah. So I love that, and this is definitely something that happens every time. Guy walks up to the monster while playing his song. Like, he is 100% committed to that.
Oh yeah. It's not. It's so unnatural though that it's definitely a bit.
I like it. I just want to think that he just comes running out, completely out of breath, 100 feet from the monster, just
Okay.
now
I can play. Yeah.
Yep. This is where we get a call, like, we get another nod to Guy's firm beliefs in bathhouse etiquette, because he gives the monster shit for not washing himself off before getting in the water.
Again, choosing to get upset for all of the right reasons.
Yep. The monster shoots this green beam from his, what I refer to as snoot.
No,
Snoot.
he definitely shot it from his mouth. He has a mouth underneath his snoot.
I don't care. He's going to be shooting stuff from his snoot, in my opinion.
He has a quite prominent snoot, though. I gotta say.
Yep.
I'm getting some cute aggression because I can't boop it.
No,
Mhm.
I went back. I freeze framed. It is out of the snoot and not the mouth.
It
Yes.
is totally out of the snoot. Oh my god. You can only see it for like 1 second, but that is definitely. He does. Oh, yep. It's snoot energy.
Mhm.
Yep, right out of his snorkel.
Yep, he's
Yeah,
got big snoot energy.
Not a Smurf, but a snork.
Yep.
Fucking callback. That's showing some age.
So, Guy dodges.
that one.
Yep. Guy dodges this attack twice, and he drops the ring that he uses to transform. Get ready for this, because there's going to be some sort of like reason in every Ultraman series that a character drops their transformation device. It's just going to happen.
Or wantonly throws it around like Ginga.
Yep. So we get that, and then Juggler shows up and picks it up. Hard cut to Uncle. And he's heard about the monster attacking.
Because of course.
Yep. And Shin gives us the information that the monster's using the lakes as hot springs because they're connected to the groundwater, which again would mean that the drinking water for this community is ruined for decades to come.
Yeah, it's not just gonna wash out.
Yep. Well, no, it will, because that's how we have to go back to status quo at the end of the episode.
They started adding filters, okay?
Yep.
They added filters.
Yep, they just spend a shit ton of money on filters.
You just see, Takushima, brought to you by Brita.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know what this is, but I love this, that they get better anti-smell armor for Jeddah. I don't know what these are.
He gets an I think they're like refrigerator filters or something like that. He's getting plate armor now.
Yep. Like it's treated like almost like he's been suited up as like an Iron Man suit, but it's just like anti-smell.
I'm just sad that it didn't work against the monster. Like I wanted him to take an attack full on and be like, "I'm okay."
That would have been great. I would have loved that. This scene is also where we get our first Uncle posing with them as these something search people. Go.
He got into it, man.
Again, like he is just a member of the team now. It took him episode 3 to just be a central part of the team.
He's like, I'm one of you now.
Yeah, he went from being so like against what they were doing and thinking they're weirdos to just being as
I'm
weird as
weird.
them.
I just love his expression as the other two do the salute, and he's like, looks both of them real quick and just goes, "Oh, oh,
Yep.
Oh,
me too.
I have to.
Oh, oh."
Yep, he's fully realized, like, okay, this is what they're doing. I need to do this too. I'm a part of their team.
I'm having fun. Like,
I'm the dude in his 40s hanging out with these guys in their early 20s. I got to do what they do.
I feel so young again.
hmm This is 100% just him, like, living out his midlife crisis is hanging out with these kids.
Episode 4, he's got a Ferrari.
Like, fuck yeah.
Yep. He's wearing like a cool like Letterman's jacket over his like cop uniform.
Or he's got his cop uniform, but he's cut the sleeves off
Yep.
now.
Yep.
I think you mean Orb.
Oh, no.
I hate my life.
hmm
See yourself out.
Yeah. So then we cut back to Juggler and Guy. I love that Juggler immediately gives shit to Orb shit to Guy for dropping the transformation device. Is like, this is important to you. Why the fuck did you drop this? Like you can't do
the last thing you should have dropped.
You can't do shit without this. What's going on here where you thought that this was just okay to drop?
You can't collect me more monsters if you can't transform.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he presumably still has his hip holster for the cards. Right?
Yeah.
He's got his Yu-Gi-Oh deck on him.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs both. So like you don't want to drop the deck either. I don't know. This is not the most secure system.
Alex, you just touched on the other time that something bad like this happens.
Oh God.
Way to ruin it.
Oh right, like I'm the one ruining it.
Yep. No, you just figured out the MacGuffin.
Just go and read the manga.
I already did.
I would love it. I would love it.
Manga reader, you.
But yeah. Oh man. So I also love that. So we get like some nods to their backstory a little bit. That again, Guy and Juggler have known each other for a while. Obviously, Josh knows that. And that specifically, Juggler's giving him shit for the fact that he can't transform on his own. He has to borrow power from other Ultras in order to transform.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I saw that too, that threw me off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
we've kind of touched on that before in the past 2 episodes, but now it's been stated explicitly that like it's not just a fusion for added power; it's absolutely necessary.
Yep.
And I think the device looks slightly different too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we also get Juggler specifically wants like a good fight between him and Guy. That like, again, there's bad blood between them at this point, and he doesn't want like he wants Guy to fight him when he's at his best, not like handicapped. Because he won't like, because Juggler has that whole like, no, if I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna beat you when you're at your best, so you know I beat you. Like, you're nothing, and I'm gonna show you when you're at your best that you're nothing.
It's very Vegeta.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude.
Or the Queen.
Josh.
What?
Did I ruin it too?
No,
Did I ruin that?
no. She doesn't show up in this series. She is only in that one. And weirdly, and like,
what's going on?
Josh is talking about a character from the miniseries, the prequel miniseries, that only shows up in that, and then weirdly like a space cop drama from like a couple years ago.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it just, I wouldn't ask too many questions. Like, she's not that important.
I didn't see any of those questions
not.
ending well, so.
Yep, she's not that important. Don't worry about her.
Okay.
Yep. So the something search people show up.
It's so stupid.
Yep, they're comparing the way the monster smells to all these other animals, which I love.
Yeah, they're doing like they like they stop over here at the lake, and one of them looks and goes like, "All right, can I get 30 seconds on the clock?" You know.
Yep.
Like they're just doing a bit.
Yep. Well, that's 90% of what they're here for, is to just do bits. Eventually they get to be people a little bit, but most of the time they're bits.
I was like, I hope they become people soon. Jeez.
I remember eventually it happens. I don't know if it happens for a few more episodes, but it happens.
Episode 25.
Yep. I mean, I will say that all of them get a serious moment by the final episode, yes. But yeah, so Shin...
I love how Uncle like adds, like he gets into it too.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's like an unopened bag, but you have a judo suit inside that you haven't opened in a long time. Like, this, you couldn't have come up with, it smells bad. You had to, like, okay, that's a very specific smell, I suppose.
That is
we gotta
100%. That is 100%. He definitely did that at some point in his life.
Yeah.
Like, he took judo classes for a while, and he let his suit get, like, real smelly. It's like...
I think we've all forgotten clothes in a gym bag once or twice.
Okay, so, like,
Absolutely.
when I was a freshman, I let my gym clothes go too long, and we had to, like, throw them away.
we had to burn them.
Yep. Yeah, it was one of those things, and then, like...
It intensified the smell.
It was... Yep.
It doesn't cleanse the smell, it just aerosolizes it.
Yep. The city was put on alert for like a day.
High smog today. What happened?
Yep. Why does the smog smell this bad? Maybe nobody told me I was supposed to clean it as often as I was supposed to. Did you think of that?
Yeah, this is why I save against the rain.
Yep. But yeah, so then Shin uses science, which is what I'm going to say for most of Shin's contributions, to figure out that the monster's going to the dam.
I feel like now he needs to have like a moment where he does a thing and then he just goes, science.
I mean, he kind of does that.
Magic.
Does he? I mean, kind of, but I need it to be just like, he needs like a splash thing, like an anime girl transformation or something. Science.
Oh my god, is Shin gonna be our magical girl?
I think Orb technically is. I think Guy is technically our magical girl.
Orb is definitely will give you that.
Orb is, and kind of Juggler is too. They are our magical girls. But yeah, so they go to the dam because they want to make sure that that all the water in Japan doesn't smell bad.
I just imagined us like making a shirt for the channel and just being, we found our magical girls, and it's just a bunch of Ultramen.
Yep. Dude, I'd fucking do that. I'd go for it. I'd wear the hell out of that shirt. Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Our magical girls.
Yep. So then we get Jetta's moment where he's like really trying to justify his commentary on their videos.
He got like a hero speech.
Yep.
Like it got all dramatic and somber for a minute.
Yep. That's his serious moment. His serious moment is, well, even if people are flaming me for it, I'm still going to do this.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Yep.
I'll be me.
Yep. No, he talks about how like even though people are flaming him and stuff, like if the videos help people find out about like the monsters and are able to like help them prepare and evacuate faster, then that's all that matters. Which is honestly kind of a good sentiment. I appreciate that. Like, this is probably one of the better moments for his character in this series.
Very noble and high-minded.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he also says
Well,
that he
then Uncle
wants
dies.
he also wants the bathhouse to go back to normal so he can wash off. That's also what he wants.
A little ulterior motive, but
Mm-hmm.
we take a shot. We pan from this shot to Guy being revealed that Guy has taken a moment to casually but yet coolly lean at this tree and listen into their conversation in the middle of battle.
Yep. Well, I mean, like,
No biggie.
I mean,
he's just like, yeah. So now and pull off a cutesy one-liner with it. And now you're concerned of bathhouses.
mm-hmm. Now you
Oh,
understand.
this is so camp. This is so camp.
I mean, he's wearing a leather duster.
it's true love.
All right, I'm not complaining.
Yep. Then so Shin gives the uncle the gun because he's the only one that's used a firearm.
Never mind that I've developed this gun and never tested it.
Yeah, but did you see how he shot it?
Yeah. I mean, like,
Last.
probably the best person he could have given it to.
Yeah.
Like, out of the three of them, he's, again, the only one that has used a gun before. This is Japan. You can't just touch a gun.
Yeah. You gotta remember the context of the show.
Mm-hmm. I like that when when he fires it this time, it's not like a beam. It's like a fucking mortar gets shot off.
Yeah.
It's a different weapon, isn't
Yep.
it?
Yeah. It's the upgraded version. Now it's not a beam anymore. Now it's now it fires a mortar that rains down the polymer. And
right.
Uncle dies.
Yep. The monster fires on him. And then Guy transforms into his Spacium Zapirian form. And
now.
yeah, well, yes. But I kind of enjoy that, like, he's saying his intro line, you know, like he always has that line that he says when he transforms, and the monster just straight up interrupts him. Like, cuts him off. Like, I like that we got like a couple episodes of him being able to say the line, and then like rule of threes the third time it changes.
Yeah. I just realized this because they panned out. What's the guy's name? That got stinked earlier in the
Jeddah.
in the episode. Yeah, I just realized that some of his the things that he's wearing on his hips are literally just air vent covers.
Yep.
They have nothing to do with smell filtration whatsoever. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to remember this show's played for vibes.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, for sure.
I also love that, like, when Guy turns into Orb, he is overcome by the smell more often than not. Like, it is.
He does take a hell of a hit to the face with it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He takes a big enough of a hit to the face that he is, like, gagging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he gets sucked off by the monster.
Yep.
Wow, I missed that part.
Yeah, he literally lifts up his arms and just starts sucking Ultraman into him.
Yeah. Like, he's literally sucking him in. Because he's got, like, the suckers and everything. He's got the octopus suckers, and he sucks him in.
And not sucked off. Oh, okay.
He got sucked off to the place where he was.
Yep. Thank you, Josh.
Yep.
I don't see you. I think you guys are making this sturdier than what I did.
We get another breath attack from the monster, and all of the something search people are having trouble breathing, and their eyes are burning. Again, perfect smell. And then we see the monster use an attack that it hasn't yet. It can turn invisible.
That's how it was
Looks
introduced.
Well, yeah, but
so
we haven't seen it.
fucking goofy when it does this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because for like a full second, his eye is the only thing visible.
I don't know. I kind of dug it.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
And then it uses Tail Whip.
And Tail Up is super effective.
Yeah, somehow. Then we get Guy transforming into his new form. Because
Finally.
yeah, because the last 2 episodes he got new cards. So now he has 2 new cards to make a new form with. And this is the introduction of Ultraman Orb Burn Might. So, we talked about how I think we all enjoyed Spacium Zapirian's form. How do you guys like Burn Might?
I don't like the horns.
I dig it.
Okay, so I'll say this.
I don't dig the eyes either.
They're literally the same eyes. Those never changed.
No, there's like literally a split second where they show, and there's like a solid black dot in them.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
It's like one of the LEDs just didn't light up.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'll say, like, this is the first watch through where I actually kind of like this form. Like, I've watched this show like 3 times before this, I want to say, and this is the first time I didn't like outright hate this form.
Huh.
Yeah, no, like,
I dig it.
it finally clicked for me. I still think this is his worst form, but it finally clicked for me. Where, like, I didn't hate it anymore.
But he gets Falcon Punch.
He does. Dude, again,
And Falcon Kick.
His attacks I like. I like his attacks a lot.
And then he goes Falcon Body.
Yep.
Falcon
Again,
Body.
I like his attacks. For some reason, I just did not like the way this form looked until, like, this watch through. This is the first time I didn't hate it, and I still think it's the weakest in terms of design. Over the course of this show, he's going to get a few more forms. I think most of Orb's forms are good. I'll even say, like, this one, I've gone from thinking it was bad to thinking it's okay. But I think, like, every form is better than this one.
Like, I like the suit a lot. I just don't like the head.
Yeah, the head threw me off. It took a really long time for me to get over it. Like, but I'm like I have a weird thing when
it's my kind of silly.
I just have a weird thing for, like, ultra heads where, like, if, like, the head crest looks weird to me, or if, like, they have, like, something goofy about, like, the sides of their heads, it throws me off a little bit. Like, it's the same problem I had with, like, Dinah. I had a problem with his head. I have a problem with some of the G'd forms because of their heads. Like, again, it's just a weird thing. Because, like, I think, like, 80% of the suit works no matter what. It just finally took, like, this watch through for me to get over his head. But yeah. So now we have Burn Might. And as we've talked about, he has cool Falcon Punch and Falcon Kick powers.
It was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
His fighting, like,
I thought the visual effects were really good too. It was like, okay.
Yeah, they're pretty fire.
Yep. Quite literally. You can't. He's it's literally fire. Yep.
It was literally fire.
Yep. Dude. I also like his origin. Like, so he always has, like, a line he says for each form. For this one, it's "I'm burning crimson red."
So fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love his wording for the final, like, attack.
Mm-hmm.
You mess with me and you'll get burned.
Yep. Oh yeah, no. Again, it's leaning, like, he's just trying to say as many cool lines as possible.
Guy seems to be a real cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
You're not Spider-Man. It's fine.
So there is one thing that I wanted to ask if you guys noticed. Did you notice the part where he picks the monster's snoot? Where he shoves a finger up its snoot?
I saw him twist, but I didn't see him like stick his finger in there.
Oh, he straight up sticks his finger in the snoot.
I'm like grab him, but yeah.
I'm fucking going back.
Yeah, he sticks his finger in the snoot.
It, like twisting it. It's like, what the fuck?
No, like at one point he sticks his finger up the monster's snoot. It's like pretty soon after he turns into Burnmite.
Oh my god, he does.
Yeah, he just shoves his finger up its snoot.
So what I thought he was just grabbing and twisting his nose, it was him sticking his finger up there.
Yep.
So much worse than
that. It's probably my favorite part of this fight. It's just that moment, like, because I had forgotten about that, and I'm like, I remember this being like a pretty good fight, and then I see him shove his finger up the monster's snoot, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That's an even better fight.
Yeah. But no, like, so I love his final attack in this form too, Stobium Dynamite, where he coats his body in fire and charges at his enemy.
Falcon body.
Yep. It's so good. Like his attack. So he gets another form pretty soon, which, I mean, spoiler, but like in the opening, you see he has 3 forms. Yeah. I think the other form that he gets soon, I like its design more, but I like the attacks for this one more. I still think at this point, Spacium Zepyrian is my favorite form for him. As we get further in the show, that opinion will change, but right now, this is my favorite form that he has.
This is my favorite form.
Yeah, so destroys the monster. I also like, so this is something that I noticed on this fight that doesn't happen very often. His color timer never goes off.
I was going to point that out too.
Yeah,
he's still blue. So hypothetically,
this is the first time we've seen Ultraman, or the first time I've seen Ultraman where his color timer didn't go off.
Yep. So this means that in terms of how much time supposedly passes in the fight, this fight takes less than 2 minutes.
God damn.
I dispatched him pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's like a good testament to how strong this form is. So
and
like
how determined to get those bathhouses back up and running there.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I also like that. So like traditionally, red forms are like strong forms for Ultramen. I think that's like kind of what they're leaning on with this too. Yeah. And then we find out that Uncle's not dead.
Okay, I fully believe Uncle is just dying in every episode, and they just send out a new clone. It's not the same person. Because he comes out unscathed, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Just wait.
He wasn't even roughed up or, like, no dirt, anything on him.
Yep.
He is 100% either just a kaiju, or he's just being cloned constantly, and Guy's just releasing them.
No, he just has cop power.
No, it's Westworld. He's being reset.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That doesn't. So I'm gonna say like that happens in a different Ultraman show.
What the fuck?
It's been running since the 60s, dude. They've thought of almost everything.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you saying Ultraman did Westworld first and better?
Dude.
Oh no, you did not just say that to me.
Alex and I have talked about. I still think that the Westworld pilot is the perfect pilot. I have gone on record.
It is without a doubt in my mind some of the best television ever made.
Mm-hmm.
That is the perfect pilot. I will.
And I would.
You up 100%.
I'll make the argument the first season might be the perfect first season too.
Oh, honestly, if they would have just stopped there, I would have been mad, but not but not that mad. Like
Yeah.
that is just.
Yeah, but then we
That's a
couldn't get
great
season
story.
3 Game of Thrones reference.
We do, yes.
There's a Game of Thrones reference in
And
Westworld.
season 2,
The
yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, we see the dragon in season 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. There is a.
Tune in for our Westworld podcast.
Oh, let's do that.
Dude,
Oh,
I'd be down to do that
God.
at some point if we want to do a
my
Westworld
God,
one.
let's do that because there's so much to talk about. Controversial opinion for I think the series could be considered finished with season 4, even though there's supposed to be a season 5. There's only like 2 things not wrapped up.
I still need to
I'm
watch
just like-
season 4. I still need to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll check. We
I
can do
think
a
it's
stream
good.
at some point. We can do a stream where we'll do a stream. I'd be down to do that sometime. Like let's
My favorite joke.
let's aim for
My
like a
favorite
December one. I'd be down for like a
Alright.
December one when I'm on break. But yeah,
Oh man, I'm gonna give
I'm
you
gonna
a
laugh because
Vegeta.
he means just the Westworld movie, not the show.
the movie's not bad. I'll say that the movie's not
We
bad.
gotta wrap up. Yeah, I was gonna say, might as well.
Yep. But anyway, so
I'm gonna give you the Vegeta. All right.
yep. So both of the Guy and Juggler get their new cards. Guy gets Ultraman Jack, which I love that. If you look at Ultraman's Jack, like, so they had this problem with Ultramen for a while, where like Ultraman Jack, and Ultraman Zophie, well, just Zophie, all have the exact same face. So if you're not looking at their bodies, you don't know which one they are. But yeah, we get that. Juggler gets his new card, and then the boys and Naomi go to the bathhouse in their respective sides, and I wrote down, Guy thinks being first in the bath is the greatest thing in the world. He canonically thinks that is the best thing that could possibly happen to a person.
Oh yeah.
Shin tosses Naomi some soap over the wall, because that's a thing in Japan that, like, usually in a bathhouse there's a boys' side and a girls' side, and there's like a wall that doesn't go all the way to the top. There's a lot of anime that play on that trope in a pervy way.
Yeah, Naruto.
Mm-hmm. Then Jet is grateful for the running water. This, like, he's not taking it for granted for the first time in his life, which is kind of like a nice little sentiment. Then the boys jump in with Guy. He's visibly pissed off again.
He's so pissed off.
This is the second time in the episode he is just visibly upset. And he tells them, like, he yells at them not to jump into the water. And yeah, no, like, that's basically the episode. I also wrote down, I just realized at the end, this power was the equivalent of lighting a match after you. So for Burnmite, since Burnmite has fire powers, it's literally him lighting a match to fight the monster to clear up the smell.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Yep, it's literally, his power is to start fire so he can clear the smell. Yeah. So, any thoughts we want to talk about before we wrap this one?
My favorite form. Really love this show. Might be my favorite Ultraman thus far. I'm all thumbs up on it so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Might be controversial. I'm liking Arc better.
I will say, Alex, if you get the chance, check out Arc. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm still annoyed by Yuppie, but I'm hoping I'll get over that eventually.
Yeah, well, I blacked myself out when that appears, so.
All right, I mean, that's a solid choice. Yeah, tune in next time when we talk about episode 4. Yeah, I will say everything in this show, like, so I've put this in our Discord before we end this. Ultraman Orb is considered one of the most popular New Gen Ultras. He has his own show. He has 2 miniseries about him. He has a movie. He shows up in 2 other characters' movies, and he appears in at least 2, if not 3, other miniseries. He is arguably one of the most popular new gen Ultras. So we got a lot of material to work with. Anyway, tune in next time for episode 4.
Bye.